Let me tell you something. When you're on your way to success, you're going to realize something tough to accept. Not everyone is meant to go with you, and that's all right. You don't need a whole crowd. You just need the right circle. Most people want to be surrounded by a lot of people, friends, acquaintances, folks who cheer them on, even when they're not moving in the right direction. But here's the truth. You don't need a whole squad to succeed. You just need a few people who truly believe in your vision. You don't need quantity, you need quality. Think about it. The more people you have in your life, the more opinions and distractions you've got to deal with. There's always someone telling you what you should or shouldn't do when you're trying to build something great. Those voices can pull you off course. You can't afford distractions when your mind is locked on something bigger than the moment a man with no friends is simply focusing on what's important, and that's his future. He knows that success doesn't come from pleasing everybody. It comes from taking the steps that others are afraid to take, steps that require focus, hard work, and often solitude. A true man on a mission understands that not everyone around him has the same level of ambition. Some are comfortable where they are. Others are stuck in toxic patterns, and some are just looking for the next good time. But when you're building something, whether it's a business, a family, or your personal growth, you have to protect your energy. You have to protect your time. Time is the most valuable thing you've got, and a lot of people will waste it on things that won't help you move. You can't bring everyone with you forward. If you're serious about your success, you've got to recognize that you can't bring everyone with you. Some people will fall off, and that's okay. As a man, you'll learn that your circle should challenge you, not hold you back. A lot of people talk about loyalty, but let's be honest, loyalty isn't about just showing up when things are easy. Loyalty is about pushing each other to grow. It's about checking each essential other when necessary. A loyal friend will hold you accountable, but also hold up the mirror and say, hey, you could do better, but not everyone is built for that. Many people want to keep things comfortable to play it safe. But you're not here to play it safe. You're here to rise. Sometimes you've got to step away from the noise and the distractions. You need to focus on what truly matters. And if that means cutting off relationships or taking a break from certain friendships, then that's what it takes. Not everyone is going to understand why you have to do it. They'll ask why you're not out with them together, why you're not laughing it up or hanging out like loyalty is processed before. But a man on his grind knows that there's a price for success. And sometimes that price is distant from the very people who once filled your time. Loyalty is priceless. A lot of folks out here don't know the difference between loyalty and convenience. People will be there for you when it's easy, when you're winning, when things are smooth. But where are they? When the chips are down, loyalty is about sticking with you when everyone else is ready to jump ship. It's about having people in your corner who believe in you. Even when you've hit a rough patch, these are the people who stand with you when your back is against a wall and nothing seems to be going right. You see, many will call themselves your friends when it's all smiles, but true loyalty shows up when you're at your lowest. If a person doesn't show up when you're struggling, don't mistake that for a lack of love. It's a sign that they were never truly loyal to you in the first place. Loyalty is about respect. It's about knowing the grind, and it's about supporting you. When everyone else is doubting you, someone isn't loyal during your struggles. They're not real friends. They're just bystanders watching you go through it. And here's the thing, you can't always expect loyalty from the people you think are closest to you. Some people will show their true colors when times get tough. That's why you have to be careful who you trust. And why a man with no friends has learned the hard way that loyalty is something earned, not given. If you surround yourself with people who only want to ride the high times, you'll never have the foundation to weather the storms. True loyalty is about being able to rely on someone when it matters most, not just when it's convenient. Loyalty doesn't always come in the form you expect it to. Sometimes it means standing back and letting you do your thing with demanding your time or energy. Sometimes loyalty is about understanding that your focus needs to be on the big picture, giving you the space to work. People who are truly loyal to you will respect your time and support your goals without trying to take away from them. They won't drain you with endless demands for attention or validation. The right people in your life will respect your hustle. They'll understand that there are times when you need to be alone, when you need to grind, and when you need space to think and create. Those are the people you want. Circle if they can't respect your mission. They don't belong there. Real loyalty means standing by you when no one else understands why you're doing what you're doing. It's a rare thing, but when you find it, you'll know you found a bond that goes beyond the surface. A man with no friends isn't weak. He's selective. He understands the value of energy. Every person you let in your life has to contribute. You can't afford to be drained by the wrong people. If you're serious about making your dreams a reality, you've got to be protective of who gets your time. People's energy can either fuel you or drain you. And you got to know the difference. When you're building something that matters, not everyone is built to be part of your journey. Some people will try to bring negativity into your space. They'll question your decisions, undermine your plans, or simply be a distraction. You can't allow that. You've got to be strategic about who you let close to you. And that means being careful about who you call a friend. It's not about having a lot of people around. It's about having the right people who respect your vision and contribute mission success. Your energy is too valuable to waste on people who understand your grind protected at all costs. That means saying no when people want to waste your time. That means walking away from people who bring nothing but drama or negativity. If they're not helping you grow, they're holding you back. And that's not something you can afford. As you climb, you'll notice fewer people on the journey with you, and that's okay. Those who truly matter will remain by your side. A man with no friends understands that energy is everything. What you put out, you get back. If you surround yourself with negativity or people who don't align with your goals, you're going to get stuck in the same cycle. But if you focus on building a circle of people who are ambitious, driven, and positive, you find yourself rising faster than you ever thought possible. Surround yourself with the right energy, and you'll be amazed at what you can accomplish. That's why selectivity isn't about being antisocial. It's about being intentional. You don't have to be rude, but you have to be clear about who you let in when you're focused on growth. You don't have time for energy vampires. It's not about cutting people off for no reason. It's about cutting people off who are holding you back from being your best self. If they can't respect your hustle, they don't deserve to be in your circle. Be okay with walking alone. Sometimes this is your journey. Not everyone gets to walk the path with you, and that's perfectly fine. You're not missing out. You're building something that only you can see for now. A lot of people will want you to include them in every step, but the truth is your path might be too narrow for that. Some journeys are meant to be taken alone because the lessons learned in solitude are priceless. When you're focused on your mission, there will be times when you have to walk away from everything familiar. The friends, the social events, the distractions, they'll all have to take a backseat while you pursue your goals. But don't be afraid of that. It's in those moments of solitude that you find clarity, strength, and purpose. You discover things about yourself that you never knew existed. And those discoveries are what will fuel your success. You don't have to be surrounded by people all the time to be fulfilled. Walking alone doesn't mean being isolated. It means you're creating space for your thoughts and your growth. There's power in solitude. It allows you to hear your inner voice without the noise of others telling you what you should or shouldn't do. You're not missing out on anything. You're preparing for greatness. And while it might feel lonely at times, walk alone teaches you more than walking with a crowd ever will. Ever will. It builds resilience and strengthens your self-belief, and it helps you to rely on your instincts. You don't need anyone else's approval. When you stand strong by yourself, you'll discover how much you're truly capable of. That's what makes the journey worth it. Understand that solitude is part of the process. If you're serious about your success, there will be moments when it's just you and your thoughts. Those moments are when magic happens. The right people find you. You don't have to chase them if you're focused on becoming the best version of yourself. The ones who are meant for your journey will show up when it counts. Don't go looking for validation. When you're doing the right thing, it comes naturally. Too many people spend their focus on your purpose time chasing after people, friendships, and approval from others. But what you need to understand is that when you focus on your purpose, the right people will come into your life naturally. Those who align with your vision, your energy, and your ambition will be drawn to you. You don't need to force relationships, and you don't need to beg anyone to stay in your life. People who truly understand your mission will respect your drive, even when it means sacrificing time with them. Don't waste your energy chasing after people who aren't going to help you grow. going to help you grow. Instead, invest that energy in yourself. Work on your craft, your mindset, and your goals. When you do that, the right people will appear at the right time. Those who are meant for you will find you. The reality is that you can't force real connections. If someone is meant to be part of your life, they will step into it when the timing is right. Stop wasting time on relationships that drain you. Instead, focus on strengthening your relationship with yourself. Be okay with being alone while you're building your dreams, because the right people will eventually recognize the effort you put in and join you on your path. Those who truly see your vision and who share the same ambition will understand your journey. A lot of times people look for attract the right people friendships out of insecurity, trying to fill a void. But when you're secure in your purpose and your direction, you'll no longer need to look around for people to complete you. You become magnetic. People who will want to be around you, not because you're seeking them, but because they see your vision and want to be part of it. You don't need to chase. You need to attract. When you attract the right people, your circle becomes powerful. It's the quality of the people you attract that will make a difference, not the number. And remember, it's not about being surrounded by a group of people. The people you attract should be like-minded individuals who will uplift you, challenge you, and support you in the hard times. The right people are the ones who see your dreams and cheer for you, not the ones who want to stay in their comfort zone. Zones keep your energy, right? And you'll begin to attract those who are aligned with where you're going. Learn to say no. Every opportunity isn't a good one. Every invitation isn't a blessing. If it doesn't serve your purpose, it's okay to walk away. People will try to pull you in a million directions, but you have to stand. And your saying no isn't a rejection mission. Saying no isn't a rejection of others. It's a declaration of your boundaries. Too many people fall into the trap of trying to please everyone, thinking that saying yes to every opportunity or request will make them more successful. But let me tell you something. Being successful means learning how to say no. When you start saying no to things that don't align with your vision, you're going there and shifting your life. Suddenly, you have more time to focus on the things that truly matter. Your time is too valuable to waste on activities, people, or events that don't mind contribute to your success. This is especially true when you're on the path to greatness. People will try to pull you away from your focus, your friends, your family, co-workers, even strangers. But when you've got your eyes on the prize, you've got to protect your time like it's long-term success. Gold, saying no doesn't make you rude or selfish. It makes you wise. It shows that you value your time and your energy, and that you're willing to make sacrifices in the short term for long-term success. If you want to be successful, you've got to prioritize your goals over the distractions that others present. It's not always easy, especially when people you care about are asking for your attention, but you have to remember your future is on the line, and sometimes the best way to protect your future is to say no to the present distractions. Learning to say no means setting respecting your needs. You're not obligated to be available to everyone at every moment. If you want to succeed, you need to protect your focus, your mental health, and your priorities. The people who truly understand and support your journey will respect that. And those who don't, well, they're not the ones meant to work with you. Your life isn't a free pass for others to pull you in 1,000 directions. Saying no also means being okay with walking away from things, even if they seem appealing at first. Some opportunities will come dressed up in shiny packaging, but they'll take you off course when you say no. Not just rejecting an invitation or an opportunity, you're affirming your commitment to your mission. You're saying, I've got a bigger picture of mine, and that's the mindset that leads to real success. And success doesn't require a big circle. It requires a committed one, a few solid people who've got back, who understand your grind, who respect your time. That's all you need. Quality over quantity always wins in this world. We often get caught up in the idea there the more people you know, the more success you'll have. But let me tell you something that couldn't be further from the truth. It's not about how many friends you have, it's about how deep those relationships run. A small circle of people who genuinely care about your success is worth more than 100 acquaintances. Those few individuals will ride for you when things get tough, and they'll help you celebrate when things go right. That's the kind of circle you need, not a bunch of people who only show up when the part's popping. And when you're at your best, you need people who are in it with you for the long haul, people who push you to be better, who will challenge you, and who will celebrate your wins like they're their own. The key Success is not in trying to please everyone, but in staying true to your purpose. When you focus on quality, you attract people who respect that. You'll notice that your circle gets smaller, but the relationships become deeper and more meaningful. You'll start spending more time with people who are helping you grow and less time with people who are just hanging around for the ride. If your circle isn't pushing you forward, it's time to reevaluate who you're keeping around. A smaller, tighter circle also means more trust. You don't have to constantly worry about someone betraying you or talking behind your back with the right people. Trust is automatic. Trust is automatic. There's a nutty, unspoken bond between people who are committed to seeing each other when it's not about pretending to be perfect. It's about being real with each other, understanding each other's struggles, and knowing that you have each other's back no matter what. Quality over quantity means focusing on relationships that bring value, the ones that help you grow as a person, the ones that inspire you to keep moving forward, and the ones that challenge you to be your best. A big group of people may seem impressive, but at the end of the day, it's the solid, committed individuals in your life who will matter most. Learned and most learned to say no when necessary. Not every opportunity is meant for you. Not every person is meant to be in your circle. It's okay to walk away from things that aren't aligned with your purpose. When you start saying no to the things that don't serve you, you make room for the things that do. That's how success works, by saying no to the wrong things. You're saying yes to the right ones. Every opportunity that comes your way won't be the right one. Some will distract you. Some will waste your time, and some will pull you off course. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of something new, but you have to remember that your focus is on the long-term goal. If something doesn't contribute to that goal, it's not worth your time. Be bold enough to say no to what doesn't serve. Say no, you. The same goes for people. Not everyone needs to be in your circle. Some people will just slow you down, bring negativity, keep you stuck in your old ways. Saying no doesn't mean you're rude or selfish. It means you know what's best for you in your future. You don't need to carry dead weight. You don't need people who drain your energy or suck the life out of you. Learn to let go of what's holding you back. When you do, you'll find you have more space for growth as you get more focused on your mission. People will try to pull you in different directions. You've got to stay strong. A lot of people will want your attention, your time, your energy, but if they're not adding value, they're just taking it, and you don't have time. That you're here to build something great, and that requires focus and discipline. So learn to say no to distractions. Say no to things that take you off course. Saying no is a sign of strength, not weakness. It's a declaration that you know we're going, and that you won't let anything or anyone do anything or stop you from getting there. Your vision doesn't require, your vision doesn't need approval. Approval from anyone. You've got to learn how to trust your instincts and not wait around for others to validate your ideas. Your vision is yours, and while it's great to seek advice from people you trust, at the end of the day, you have to be the one driving your future. Too many people seek approval from others because they're scared of rejection or failure. But let me tell you something. You can't wait for permission. If you're waiting for someone to tell you, it's okay. You'll be waiting forever. If you have a dream or a goal, you have to believe in it, even when no one else does. That's part of the journey. Many people will look at you like you're crazy for pursuing something that they don't understand. But that's because they're not supposed to see your vision. You can't expect people who aren't on the same wavelength as you to get what you're trying to do. When you trust your vision and follow through with faith, the right people will catch on. And those are the ones who matter the rest. They don't get vote. The world will often tell you what you should be doing. They'll offer suggestions, give you advice, and even try to steer you down paths they think are more realistic. But your vision isn't for them to. Your vision is yours to find. It's yours. And if you believe that, it without belief will carry you through the toughest times. Never let anyone convince you that your vision is too big, too bold, or too crazy. Your vision is what will drive your success. And if you don't protect it, no one else will. The most successful people in the world are the ones who never stop believing on their vision, even when everyone else doubted them. Trusting your vision means making decisions that align with it, even if they don't make sense to the outside world. Sometimes the path to success is unclear, and it feels like you're walking in the dark. But it's not about knowing every step. It's about trusting that you're heading in the right direction. You'll get there one way or another if you stay committed and stay true to your vision. Be willing to walk alone on that path. if you have to, because there are plenty of people who won't understand your journey. But that's okay. Your vision isn't for them. It's for you. Finally, remember that your vision will evolve as you grow, but it will always stay true to the core of what you believe in. People will come and go, and their opinion will change, but your vision is the anchor that keeps you grounded. So don't wait for others to tell you it's okay. Go after what you want. If it feels right to you, it is right for you. Your vision is the foundation of your success, and you're the only one who can build it. Stop seeking validation from others. A man with no friends knows that he doesn't need external validation to know his worth. You have to learn to validate yourself. So many people are out here chasing approval from friends, family, or social media like they need self-validation, someone to tell them they're doing a good job and that they're worth something. But when you've got true confidence, when you believe in yourself, you don't need that external validation. You know your worth and you don't need anyone else to tell you. Self-validation is freedom. It means that you don't need to get approval from anyone to take action or to move forward with your plans. People are always going to have their opinions. And sometimes opinions double you the line with your goals. But when you validate yourself, you don't get caught up in the noise. You can move forward with confidence, knowing that you're on the right path. You don't need anyone else to permit you to succeed. The problem with you to succeed, the problem with seeking validation is that it puts your success in the hands of others. You give them the power to determine your worth. When you rely on others to validate your ideas or decisions, you'll always be second guessing yourself. But when you validate yourself, you know that your choices are based on your understanding your own experience and your values. You're the only one who truly knows what's right for you. You don't need anyone's approval to keep moving forward. You've got to let go of the need to please everyone around you. If you're spending a time trying to make everyone else happy, you're never going to make yourself happy. Your purpose isn't to live up to someone else's expectations. It's to create your own life based on your dreams. When you stop seeking approval from others, you give yourself the power to follow your path, no matter what anyone else thinks at the end of the day. The only validation that matters is the validation you give yourself. Couldn't live without. But you'll find that once you make the tough choices, you'll be free to build a life you've always embraced. Your solitude, wanted. So embrace the tough decisions. Don't run from them. They are the stepping stones to your future. The man who can make the hard choices is the man who will succeed. And remember, the decisions you make today will shape the person you become tomorrow. Embrace your solitude. A man with no friends understands the power of solitude. Solitude is where you do the work. It's in the quiet moments when no one is around that you find your true strength. The world is loud. Everyone has an opinion and everyone wants something from you, but solitude gives you the space to think, to reflect, and to grow. People often fear being alone because they don't know who they are without the noise of the world. But it's in that solitude that you discover who you are. You learn to listen to your inner voice, to trust your instincts, to make decisions based on your truth, not on the opinions of others. Solitude gives you clarity. It's where you find the inner courage to make the big moves, the ones that will propel you forward. When you embrace solitude, you also embrace your independence. You stop relying on others for happiness, fulfillment, or validation. You realize that you don't need anyone else to define your worth. Solitude is where you build your confidence and your self-sufficiency. It's where you learn to depend on yourself, to trust your decisions, and to become the person you were always meant to be. Some of the most successful people in the world spend a lot of time. Success in a destination alone. They understand that being alone doesn't mean being lonely. It means being free. It means being focused. It means giving yourself the space to grow without the interference of others. Solitude is where the magic happens, so don't be afraid of being alone. Embrace it. It's not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength in solitude. You find yourself, you discover your purpose, and you prepare yourself for the life you're meant to live. Solitude is where greatness is born. Success isn't about the people around you. It's about the person you are. When no one else is watching, a man with no friends knows that true strength comes from within, from having the courage to walk your path. Even when it's lonely, it's about understanding that you don't need a big circle to be successful. You need a committed circle, and sometimes that circle is just you and your vision. The journey will test you. It will push you to your limits. But every decision, every sacrifice, and every moment of solitude is shaping you into the person you need to become. You have everything you need within you, your strength, your vision, your drive. You don't need anyone's approval or validation to move forward. When you walk with purpose, the right people will show up. And when you make the tough decisions, you'll create the life you deserve. Success isn't a destination. It's a journey, one that requires patience, determination, and the willingness to embrace both the challenges and the victories. So as you go forward, remember that the real power is in your ability to rely on yourself. You are your greatest ally. And when you walk alone, you'll discover just how far you can truly go. Keep your head up, keep your eyes on the prize, and never forget you are enough just as you are.